Hello, my Livy loves. Welcome back to a new Timeless Love Tarot reading where we're going to be going in deep into the energies of the Divine Masculine. This is so we can gain you some clarity and some confidence as you move forward on your journey to love, union, or even reunion with that special person, whether they're your twin flame, your soulmate, or your sacred union. The labels really don't matter. All that matters is the connection that you feel and the relationship that you want. So if you are new to this channel, I'm Dr. V. I'm so happy to have you here, and let's get right into your reading. So dear Spirit, can you please tell us, what is your Divine Masculine struggling with right now? What is the energy of your Divine Masculine? And what kinds of struggles is he facing right now? And please do remember that I use the Divine Masculine and Feminine as energies. So please do take it as it resonates and leave the rest. What is your Divine Masculine struggling with right now in his current energy? Wow, look at that. All right, so what your Divine Masculine is getting here for his overall energy is fruition. So what I'm feeling here is the energy of false starts. It's interesting because I feel like there's a very strong energy coming from your masculine that when it comes to how they feel about your connection, about how he feels about you, he feels very impatient and a bit frustrated because he feels that the two of you may have had some false starts in this connection, as in you may have been able to move forward a few steps, but then things happen and then you move back a few steps. And so there's definitely an energy coming through here of your person wanting things to work out in a way that feels satisfying, to both of you. That's why we're getting this beautiful image here of abundance, wanting abundance in his life, an abundance of love, but as well as an abundance of material things as well. So there's definitely an energy here of your masculine really struggling with not getting everything that he wants as quickly as he wants it. There's definitely an energy of impatience that is coming through here with this Eight of Wands and this fruition energy. So I feel that your masculine is really very much right now inspired, motivated, and very much wanting to create new and good things. And I feel that there's a lot of momentum that is coming through here, which is actually a really positive thing, because I'm feeling that there was an energy here coming through of your masculine being a bit more on the slower side, right? Struggling a bit to step into his real power. I feel that for some time now, your masculine has been dealing with fear, and fear of also his own power. You know how sometimes we know that we have a lot of potential within us. We know that we have all kinds of motivation, inspiration, vision, desire within us that we know that if it came out and we worked with it in the right way, it would really bring us forward. It would bring us the forward movement that we want. But I feel that for some amount of time here, your masculine has definitely been letting his fear get in the way of him stepping into his full power. And I feel that this has definitely two levels to it. One level is that of him wanting to have more power in his material world. So there's definitely an energy here of money, career, status, right? Wanting to make his mark, because I am feeling that your masculine in particular, he gets a lot of power or a lot of sense of empowerment from feeling like he is somebody in the world to be reckoned with. Like he wants to feel that he is successful, that he has a lot to offer. He wants to feel that he can meet you as an equal partner. But even I feel like for some of you, I even feel like your person, your masculine, wants to also feel that he can provide something great for you, that he can help to create a situation between the two of you that is really foundational, that is really all about creating a foundation that is not just material, but that also then that extends from the material world out into the emotions as well. So I do feel that your person, your masculine, one of the things that he does need to let go of when it comes to his fears is that somehow he will disappoint you in some way. Either he cannot live up to how well that you may think of him, or he cannot live up to what even what his own self-image is of himself, like as in like he has these ideas of what he could be, right? He wants to step into and manifest big things here with this magician's energy. But see, he needs to step into his own power in order to do so. You are strong beyond measure. Let go of the fearful stories you are telling yourself. Stay in the moment, focus on solutions, and celebrate every baby step forward. So I do feel that your masculine is in an energy of really stepping into his full manifestational power with this magician's energy, kind of realizing that he has gifts that he can give to the world. I do feel for many of you that your masculine has definitely been suffering from, some sort of issues of either low self-esteem, low self-worth, or even deservability. Almost like he feels that he doesn't deserve you until he has made some sort of a mark on the world, as in however he views success in his eyes, that's very much a big part of how he views success with you. He wants to feel like he is somebody, right? And I feel like for some of you, this may have caused some issues already in the past, as in your masculine may be struggling to, get a place for himself in the world that makes him feel good. And I feel like as much pressure that he may feel in that, it's like the more that he can actually move forward into his own vision of what success means to him, of what stability means to him, the more of that success, stability mindset can also make its way into his deep connection with you. So there's definitely an intermingling that is happening here. It's like an overall energy of, I really want to feel great about where I am in the world. And from that position, I know that I can create wonderful things for us together. So there is an energy here also of your masculine wanting a breakthrough. There's an energy here of him wanting to reinvent himself, because there's certainly this strong desire to almost come out of a cocoon that he feels that he has been in. He feels that he's kind of been, a bit isolated and stuck for some time now. And there's a lack of this kind of space for him to stretch his wings. And that's where this Ace of Wands energy is coming through very strongly, because it's like there's such a deep passion and desire in your masculine to really spread those wings in ways where it's like he is trying to step into his own greatness so that he can also be great for you. Right? Because I feel that there is definitely a sense of urgency, a sense of regret on the progress being slow until now. So if you have been feeling that the progress between the two of you, again, has been like a few steps forward, then a few steps back, and just kind of inching its way forward, but not really progressing, because the love is there, but there's issues with actually making that love stable. You know, I feel like there's a lot of passion, there's a lot of chemistry, but I'm feeling that there's some sort of lack of stability, where when there's highs, like when you guys are doing amazing, you're doing incredible, and that's why this fast moving energy comes towards you with this Eight of Wands. Like there's a lot of fast moving energy where there's like tons of communication, there's flirty messages, there's a lot of physical intimacy, physical fire between the two of you with this Eight of Wands as well as this Ace of Wands, right? This is a very fiery, very sexy, very intimate, very exciting energy. So when things are exciting, they're incredibly exciting. But then there's a downside to that creeps in when kind of your masculine goes back to the other side, where it's like the highs are high, but then the lows also can be a bit low. And I feel like that's where it's like you may be getting tired of this very roller coaster, very like, you know, one way and the other, pushing, pulling back and forth kind of energy here. And that's actually not useful. But see, your masculine is realizing this. He's absolutely realizing that in order to truly have something that is not just, you know, moments of highs, moments and phases, short phases of really good things going on, but then back to some sort of darkness or struggle. He realizes that in order to step out of that cycle, in order to get out of it for both of you, it's going to require a transformation. It's going to require understanding what needs to actually be done to stabilize the connection, to stabilize the relationship, so you both feel very secure within it. Because I do feel that a lot of this fear and this kind of lack of empowerment energy has definitely come from this feeling of not knowing or not having that full kind of trust that this connection is going to succeed in the long term. Okay, there's a lot of energy here from your divine masculine that, you know, I want this not just to happen now, not just to be like in the present moment, as in it's great now, but I don't know about the future. That's not good enough for me anymore. I want to feel that this connection is not just in the here and now, but it's for the long term. That this is something that we can be each other's partner in crime, you know, like each other's equal partners in manifesting the exact life that we want. So he really does want to be able to manifest a future with you that is a collaboration of both of your visions. And see, that's what's so important here. I feel like that's one of the key aspects of the struggle that your divine masculine is going through at this time, is he's asking himself the question, okay, how can we create and collaborate together to have the life that we want? And that is why the material world is also weighing upon his mind, right? Because he feels that in order to create that stability with you, he wants to feel really good about himself, about his job, about his money, about his responsibilities, or whatever it is that he needs to take care of in this world. He wants to feel like he is in a very, very strong position to do that, because I feel very deeply that one of the things that is blocking this fruition for him, and which he may not be telling you, or like maybe not be openly telling you because he might be embarrassed, he might feel down on himself about this, is some sort of financial or career struggle. It's like he needs to feel that stability, because for him, that has everything to do with him creating and manifesting a very stable relationship with you that actually leads into the future. Because I do feel a very strong fear coming from your divine masculine that if he gives his all to you and this relationship, if he opens up his heart fully, he's afraid that he will be heartbroken later, as in something will go wrong. There's a fear here that he has that something will go wrong and he will lose you, or he will lose this very, very deep connection that he feels for you. And so if you're feeling that your masculine is always getting to a certain point of intimacy with you, where it's like you feel like he opens up to a certain degree, but then after that, it's like a wall. And you can literally see and feel that wall. Like, you know when you're hitting it. You just know it, because you can always feel how far you can go with him. And then once you've reached that place where you're now entering into that inner sanctum of all of his hopes and fears and his desires, that is where like the door closes. And I feel like that has everything to do with this fear that if he doesn't get his shit together, then there's no point in opening up to you, because at some point, if he opens up all of that to you, what if it ends? And what if he is devastated by that? Because I do feel for some of you, there may be already a struggle or separation that has taken place. See, time passes, but my feelings don't change, even though you no longer trust me with your heart. So for some of you, there may have been a separation that has already happened because of this situation. And you might even be asking yourself, why? Why? Why did we have to step away? Why did he step away if he has stepped away from this? And this is why. He may have stepped away because he couldn't offer you, or he felt that he couldn't fully offer you the future that you deserve. And he may have stepped away because of that, because he thought with this magician's energy, with this material world, all of these energies, that he cannot give you what you fully deserve. And he understands that now you may not trust him anymore, that you may have opened up every portal of your heart, let him in so deeply into everything you are, your heart, your soul, your hopes, your dreams. You may have been so vulnerable with him, hoping that he would also open up and be equally vulnerable with you. But I feel for many of you feminines, your masculine didn't fully do that. Like, you took the initiative. You may have completely been raw, open, honest, and done everything to show him that he can trust you, he can let down his guard, he can surrender his fears. But for some of you, he may not have been able to do that, and that may have caused whatever is this energy that is going on. So let's take a look at why this has happened. You know, what is going on here? Why is he not getting it? So Spirit, can you please tell us, why is your divine masculine not fully understanding or seeing you in the way that he should? What is the divine masculine not fully seeing or understanding about you, his feminine? What is the divine masculine not understanding or seeing about who his feminine really is? Wow, look at that. See? Wow. What is the divine masculine? Not seeing or understanding about you, his feminine. Look at that. Okay, so didn't we just say, this is so funny. Didn't we just say with his overall energy, we had impatience, right? With that 8 of Wands. And here we have it. What is he not understanding? That he has to have patience with this process. Isn't this interesting? So there's definitely a lot of desire. Okay, there's a lot of desire to have you. Okay, I feel like the issue here is not your masculine's desire for you, because that I feel is extremely clear. And we've seen this for a second time, because when we take the energy of fruition of 8 of Wands that we already saw, along with this patience card, we know that your masculine really is impatient to be with you. So for those of you who are in some sort of situation where you may be geographically separated, where you just live far away and maybe you have not been able to see each other physically for a while, or for some of you who are in a third party situation. Remember, this is a general reading, right? So not everything is going to resonate for your situation. Just be gentle with yourself, keep what does, and let go of the rest. So for some of you who are in a third party situation where your person is stuck having a hard time letting go of a situation they're in, I'm feeling for some of you it's also mutual, as in both of you are in third party situations. On both sides, you're mirroring each other, and you've been trying to be on the same page, as in you've both been trying to free yourselves from whatever is holding you back. And so I feel that there's this mounting energy of impatience that is coming through from him and even from you. Okay, so this is why one of the things that the divine masculine is not seeing right now may be the fact that perhaps patience is what is necessary in this situation at this time. So that's why I'm saying this is not an issue of love or desire. I feel like the fact that your masculine already has such a deep love and desire for you, there's a longing there for you that he has, because see, he longs for you. Knight of Cups. There's a deep emotional bond. There's a deep emotional longing that your divine masculine cannot escape when it comes to you. And I feel that at a very energetic, very deep level, whether he can even verbalize it or not, he has realized that there is a very special connection here. See, I know we've been together in past lives. I recognize you. You were never a stranger to me. So whether he can fully even understand this or verbalize it to you, his soul has recognized your soul. Okay, there is this timeless bond, and there's this there's this deep sense of longing, a sense of coming home that your divine masculine feels for you that is almost beyond words. It's like it's not something, you know how certain things, there are certain emotions, there are certain feelings that we have that they probably haven't even invented words for, as in they're just so deep, they're so sacred, they're so eternal, that it's something that you can only feel, but you may have a very hard time verbally expressing. So that's why I feel that that is something that is deeply there, but there are things that are complicating the situation, right? Adding kind of these additional onion layers, right? And I feel like that's where things have to be unpacked and brought into the light. So what I feel that your person is not, your divine masculine is not seeing about you, his feminine, is going back again to this beautiful infinite abundance. And look how we're getting this continuing energy here of fruition with abundance. And I find it to be really powerful because I do feel that spirit is really trying to enhance our understanding of this here, right? Abundance is pouring into your life. And so I feel that one of the things that your divine masculine may not be understanding about you right now is that there doesn't have to be lack here, right? That he doesn't have to have a poverty mindset when it comes to opening himself up to you. I feel that one of the things that has been extremely painful and difficult for your masculine has been the ways in which he has deceived himself and also tried to deceive you at certain levels in terms of, engaging in behavior that goes against who he really is, or even who he really wants to be. And I feel like if your masculine has ghosted you at this time, or if he has behaved badly, I feel for some of you, and again, this is not for everybody, I feel like your masculine may have even said something like, I really don't love you, I don't want to be with you, something like that, maybe in darker moments, where you guys were having some sort of a disconnect. But I feel that there has been a lot of pain that has been caused because of his inability to open up that portal within himself, that wall that you maybe keep hitting against, where he only lets you in to a certain degree, and after that he doesn't let you in anymore. So I feel that whole action, that whole vibration of only letting you in to a certain extent is about his energy of poverty, right? Not believing that if he can open up, if he can truly be honest about his feelings, if he stops the resistance, if he kind of lets go of the need to act out, because I am feeling that there is definitely here a need to act out, because look at this. Look at how this we're getting this powerful, resistant, and acting out kind of negative or toxic energy coming through with the devil, the masculine right in the middle, and the deception card. So I don't think spirit can be any more clear here in the fact that your person, your divine masculine, struggles with their own darkness, right? With the darkness, and we all have darkness within us. We all have a darker side. It's the way we manage. It's the way we understand. It's the way we accept or reject that darker side that makes all the difference. So your masculine is definitely struggling with his darker side. And now the issue with him is that instead of bringing that side, instead of saying, yes, we all have the devil within us in one way or the other, right? Instead of acknowledging that the devil is there, okay, as in the devil represents our resistance, our anger, our resentments, our pain, our hurt, all of the memories. I feel like the devil's energy carries all of our memories of the ways in which people hurt us, people did us wrong, the ways in which I'm getting very emotional. I don't know, I feel a lot of rush of emotions from the collective, like from the collective right now who are holding on to a lot of that pain, right? And I'm really feeling strongly from spirit that the time is coming, that as we start to open up in the world slowly, wherever, I don't know what's going on in your country, wherever you are. But as things get better from all of this that we've been going through as a society, as a global community, as things start opening up, I'm feeling a very, very powerful energy that the time is coming to finally unleash whatever we're holding on to, whatever aspects of the devil's energy that we are holding on to. It's time for us to emotionally free that. And it's the same for your masculine, because your masculine, he is struggling. He wants you to know that he has kind of deceived himself for a very long time, that he's okay when he's really not. So I feel that he has been deceiving himself. He's been deceiving you. He's been deceiving his family and friends. There is something that he is struggling with inside. And what he's not understanding or not seeing in you is that he can trust you to let it out. Okay, that's what he is not seeing or misunderstanding. His fear of judgment, not from you, but just from in general, the fear of being judged, the fear of being criticized, how horrible it feels when people don't understand you and support you, but they utilize information about you that you may share as a way of criticizing you instead of supporting you. So I feel that that is something that is coming through very strongly, and it feels extremely emotional, because I do feel again and again, that's why I'm saying this again, is that you're masculine, and you may also, feminines, be mirroring your masculine in the same way. This could be a mirroring energy that we are holding in. He is holding in a lot of pain, a lot of bad memories in which his heart was broken, memories of his heart being trampled. And that's why I'm saying I feel like it's a mirroring energy. I know that the feminine is holding in those same, I know you are holding in, feminine, if you're watching this, you beautiful ones, I know you're holding in such things as well. We all are. And it's time for us to cleanse ourselves out of that, because the longer you and your masculine hold on to these energies, the more you're going to hold yourselves apart from the union or the reunion that you really want, because this devil's going to get in the way. This devil's energy is going to keep you attached to him, the devil, instead of freeing you to connect with one another, masculine and feminine. The devil is keeping you deceived. The devil is keeping you deceived in thinking that all of this pain that you may be holding on to, all of these bad memories you may have, not necessarily just from your masculine or your feminine, but as you've been carrying throughout your life, that somehow they have a hold over you. Somehow they're going to keep you in that state of fear. Somehow they're not going to let you surrender to the magic of who you really are. This is the problem. This is why your masculine holds back. 8 of Swords. Classic energy of sabotage and holding back. This is why he's been holding back. He does not know how to surrender to the magic of who he really is. That's the problem. And you may also feel the same way. Are you masculine or feminine watching this video? Are you surrendering to the magic of who you really are? We all have magic in us. Even in the mundane aspects of life, remember that you are a magical being with a uniqueness and worth that come from just being you. Wow. Are you living that? Are you feeling that? Are you loving yourself? Are you valuing yourself? Because I feel for all of you beautiful souls watching this video, love yourself first. Self-love comes first. When you love yourself fully and unconditionally and stop dragging yourself down, beating yourself up, limiting yourself, telling yourself negative things. When you surrender to the magic of who you really are, that is when the deception stops. That is when the devil no longer has a hold of you or your masculine. Masculine needs to do the same thing, both of you. That is when this influence will finally fade. I mean, he'll always kind of be there. We'll always, like, we're human beings. It's a lifelong, day-to-day process, but he will fade the more we come into our own power. And so your masculine that's one of the things that he needs to understand about you and about himself, that it is time for him to stop deceiving himself and holding himself back, right? It is time for him to come out of any kind of self-deception or self-sabotage and limiting beliefs that is keeping him stuck and that is keeping him from fully opening up to you and being truly vulnerable, opening up his heart, opening up his true, deep feelings and letting you in so that the two of you can have the kind of union that is so deeply satisfying, the kind of relationship that you really do both want, that feels like this relationship is come into the infinite abundance that you are seeking, an abundance of love, abundance of understanding, abundance of mutual respect, and an infinite abundance of self-love. Okay, so that's the key here. Wow, very powerful. Whew. Lot of deep emotions coming through here from both the masculine and the feminine. So let's pause here. I want to give you a affirmation of the day since we haven't done that in so long. I'm so sorry, you guys. I want to get back to our affirmations of the day. So today is all about dropping the resistance, right? Whatever are those negative energies that are coming from that devil on our back, right? We want to push him off. Today's affirmation, I want you to write in the comment box below, along with any of thoughts or comments that you have about this reading. It's very powerful. I would love to hear what you thought of it. But put this in your vibration today and every single day. I live in flow. I live in flow. No resistance. I drop all resistance, all negativity, and I live in flow. I love it. All right, let's ask our last question here, Spirit. What are the possible future energies of this connection? Just right now, in the next few days, what are the possible future energies coming along for this connection between the divine masculine and the divine, feminine? We have some major things going on here. Wow. What are the possible future energies? What is possible in the immediate future for this connection? Interesting. So isn't this interesting? We started with fruition, we went to patience, and now we're at focus. This is good. This is very good, because look at this. We're getting some very interesting energy coming here that is exactly what we wanted to see based on how this reading has already gone, right? So what we're looking for, and I'm so glad, because I feel like that's exactly what we're seeing, is a release, okay? A release of tension between the two of you, a release of tension that you both are going through individually, like, bringing down your levels of fear, anxiety, doubts, really loosening the hold, relaxing and unwinding, doing what you can to rejuvenate yourself. There's a beautiful cups energy here, rejuvenating rain, right? Very watery, very dreamy, very beautiful. Like, okay, how can I just chillax, take those deep breaths, clear the past, heal the present. Very much a healing energy coming through here, which I am loving, because this is exactly what both of you, divine masculine and feminine, need. And see, it's coming along with this ability and this need and desire to play. And I love this because I feel that this is very much that next phase, that next step that is coming for both of you as you start to make your way back to each other, especially if you've been in struggle or separation. See, take a break from overthinking a goal. Do something fun. Play is a time of recreation and rejuvenation. So now we're getting the word rejuvenate twice, rejuvenation twice. So this tells me that this is absolutely necessary for the two of you. Okay, this is absolutely going to be something that both of you need to focus on, because there has been too much drama. And what I mean by drama is just maybe just too much pain. Look at this tower. I feel like both of you are coming off of this tower energy. So for some of you, there has been some sort of a light bulb moment that is coming. You don't always have to see the tower as bad things coming down, but I feel like for those of you who did have struggle or separation, this is kind of like where you're coming from, right? Something may have ended. Something may have ended abruptly, maybe out of nowhere. I feel like for some of you, you didn't see this coming, but I feel that it is a temporary step on the path back to where you need to be. So if there was some sort of an abrupt separation or an abrupt kind of issue, problem that came up that you didn't see coming, you are going to definitely work it through, as in you're going to find the solution. Because the other thing that the tower represents for me, which I really love, is that even when something comes crashing down or something changes rapidly out of nowhere, whether it's for the good or whether it's for the negative, it can create a light bulb moment. As in, it can create a new moment of enlightenment for you. It can cast light on things that have been in the shadows. And that's really important. So I feel that the masculine especially is needing to cast a light on the dark places within him. And so if something has happened here, this tower was very, very necessary. Very necessary. Your masculine, in order to come to you and be the partner that you truly deserve, needed this tower. Needed it in order to cast light on the dark aspects of himself. He needed, if there has been a pause, if there has been a struggle or separation and a pause in your energy, he needed this inaction, calmness. He needed to step back. Okay, so this tower allowed him, gave the space that was necessary for the masculine and the feminines too, for many of you, to step back and get calm again. And start bringing clarity back to the situation so that you can make some really good decisions. Two of Pentacles. Okay, Two of Pentacles. You're coming towards decision making. And what I like about this Hierophant energy that is coming through along with this Two of Coins is that you're going to find that your beliefs, whether it's your religious beliefs, your cultural beliefs, your spiritual beliefs, You're going to find some sort of soothing in structure. You need it. Because I feel for many of you that the masculine has felt that he's been out of control. And he has a hard time with those emotions. And he can tend to feel out of control with those emotions. And that can lead him down darker paths, as you have probably seen, right? And for those of you who have been dealing with bad behavior from your masculine, you've definitely seen that that can lead him down those darker paths. So this is why the Hierophant is coming in here as a future energy, as in getting back into structure and organization. Setting rules and healthy boundaries, having standards for what you will and will not accept in this relationship is going to be key for you to make these incredible decisions that are coming up for you. Two of Coins. So this is Spirit saying, look, it's time for you to set healthy boundaries. What are you willing and not willing to accept? Because you train and teach people how to treat you. If your masculine or feminine feels that they can misbehave with you, you have indirectly trained them to do so by letting them get away with it. So now Spirit is saying, let's get tough here. Okay, it's time to get tough. Set some healthy boundaries, set some structure, set some higher standards based on a higher calling that you have. And from there, you can make great decisions. And as you do that, you will find that your path is becoming clearer. And you will find that if you do that energetically, it will send a vibration to your masculine. And you may even hear from him, especially if you're in separation. Would I be rejected if I contacted you? Do you still want me? Interesting, huh? Interesting. So that change of vibration changes everything. So, wow, that was a really very, very enlightening for me. I learned so much. Thank you, Spirit. I learned so much from that. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, because I learned so much from that too. And I hope you guys did too. This was very powerful. I'd love to hear in the box below in the comments what you thought of this reading. Now, if you'd like to have a personal reading with me or order any of these oracle decks that I've created for all of you, the links are in the box below. Guys, if you like this reading, please do give it a thumbs up and subscribe, like, and share. It means so much to me, and it's so great for our channel and our community. Thank you so much for being here. I love you all, and I'll see you all on the next video.